Hey everyone, this is Dr. Pratiksha Gupta and welcome back to our YouTube channel Career Mudra. So there has been a latest notification by the NTA where they have mentioned that before filling out your NEET application form for the year 2025, you are supposed to generate an APAR ID. Now there has been a lot of chaos and a lot of confusion among the students whether this APAR ID is different from their Aadhaar ID or it's one and the same thing only. So I would like to give you a brief idea how to generate your APAR ID. In today's video, I'll be giving you a live demo. First and foremost, the most important thing is that APAR ID is different from your Aadhaar ID. Now, if you want to generate your APAR ID, it's quite simple and it can be done from the comfort of your home. The most crucial step is that your phone number should be registered to your Aadhaar card. Now, if you're a student who doesn't have a phone number, I suppose your Aadhaar card must be linked to your parents' phone number. And if you're somebody who already has a phone and a SIM card on your name, I would suggest you that first foremost, the most crucial step is that you go and register your phone number to your Aadhaar card. That will make things quite simple in the future also. Now let's begin on how to download your APAR ID from the DigiLocker. So now your APAR ID can be generated by two ways. One is logging into the DigiLocker through the Google, and the second is by downloading the DigiLocker app. The DigiLocker app downloading is much easier and much more convenient as the application is going to be in your phone for a long duration. But if you're somebody who doesn't have the access of a mobile phone and want to go to the some internet cafe to download your APAR ID, then you can do it through the website also. First, we will discuss about how to do it through your phone. First and foremost step is that you have to go to the Play Store and download the DigiLocker app. Once the app is downloaded, you will see this interface where you have the option of choosing your language. If you want to choose English, Hindi, or whatever is your preferred language, you can choose that. Once you have chosen that, you can see that there's an option of Get Started. Once you go to Get Started, you can see that there's an option of Sign In and Sign Up. Now, if you're somebody who already has an ID on DigiLocker, you can go for the sign in. And if you're creating a new account, you can go for the sign up. Once you go to the sign up, you can see that there are quite a few options open now. One is your name, second is your date of birth, third is your gender, fourth is your mobile number. Now, I would suggest that you always put the mobile number which is registered to your Aadhaar card. Don't put some other random number and then again go inside and put some other number, because that will create a confusion later on during filling up the form. So put the mobile number which is registered with your Aadhaar card itself. Now move on and fill up your email ID. Now email ID also, I would suggest you that you should create your own personal email ID now that you're going to get into a college. Do not use your parents' email ID in order to avoid any unnecessary confusion in future. Last is your security pin. Now this security pin is going to be used throughout your life whenever you want to log in into your DigiLocker. So you have to put a 6-digit number in order to create your security pin. I would recommend that go for a numeric value only. Don't put any unnecessary alphabets and all, and keep a simple 6-digit security pin by using only numerical values. After that, once it's done, again you will be redirected to the page of sign in. In sign in now, everybody has to go to this option in order to get started for the APAR ID. If you're registered, go for the sign in, and then you will get the three options. One is sign in via mobile number, second is via username, and third is via Aadhaar. Now this mobile number one is the easiest one and the quickest one. So click on mobile, enter your mobile number which is registered with your Aadhaar card. You will get an OTP. Once you put in the OTP, you are signed in. Once you sign in, you can see the dashboard here which is being displayed on the screen. This dashboard shows you all the documents that have been issued to you or any document that you want to search. So on the, I hope on the right side you can see that there's an option of search document. Once you go to the search document, you have to type APAR ID, APAAR. Once you click on the APAR ID, you will see the option of admission bank of credentials. Once you click on that, now the form starts for the APAR ID generation. Now you have to put your name, your date of birth, your gender, your mobile number. Again, the mobile number has to be the same number which was used in the beginning during the registration in the DigiLocker, and the one which is registered to your Aadhaar card. Once this is done, now you will get these three options which are creating the most confusion among the students, but it is very easy and there's nothing to worry about it. So what are these three values? Let's see. The first value that you have is identity value. The second is identity type. Then you have admission year, and then you have I am a student at. So now let's start with the first one, which is identity value. Here you are supposed to fill in your roll number. Now if you're somebody who's in class 12 and who's going to appear for your boards this year, you can fill in your class 12 roll number. And if you're somebody who's a dropper, a pass out, you can also do the same, because that is the most easiest way. I would suggest you that don't go for any other data or any other document, because doing things which are more simpler, like you using your 12th mark sheet roll number, will make things quite simple in the future also. So put in your roll number or your registration number for class 12. In identity type, once you click, there will be a lot of options: roll number, registration number, and there's an option of none also. If you can't understand anything, just click none. Don't think about anything. There will be no problem in future. Just go and click none. After that, you will get an option of admission year. Now in admission year, you are supposed to fill in your class 12th year. If you're somebody who's appearing this year, go for 2025. And if you're somebody who has passed out in past, like in 2020 or 21, 22, you can fill in your class 12 passing year according to your passing year. Once this is done, go for I am a student at. Now this option is for students who are in college, who are pursuing BSc nursing or any other kind of course like B Pharma, or for those students who are in school right now, or maybe some people who have already passed their school and are in dropper year and have not taken admission anywhere. Now these are the three criteria. If you are somebody who's in school right now, just go, click and fill in your ICSE school or CBSE school or whatever schooling you are doing from. Just fill in there. If you are from any state board, options are available for that also. Just go ahead and fill in that. If you don't have the option of your board, like if you're from Telangana board or Gujarat board, the option is not there, just go for none. It's very simple. You don't have to think about it much. Later on, students who are pursuing any BSc or B Pharma or any kind of course somewhere, fill in on university name. There won't be any kind of problem if you're thinking that you won't be allowed to appear in the exam. There's no problem as such. And in case you don't want to fill in your college name or university name, go for none option. That is not a problem. And for those who are in their dropper year, you can fill in your school year and your schooling from where you have done your schooling or your board, or you can also go for the none option. Just don't worry much about this part, like I'm a student at, you can definitely go for none. The option has been created to avoid any confusion. Once all this is done, you will be redirected to a page where you can see issued documents. Now there will be written you have dash, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, how many number of documents have been issued to you via the DigiLocker, that will be displayed to you. You can see your Aadhaar card, your APAR ID, your 12 mark sheet, 10 mark sheet, your COVID vaccine certificate, everything will be there at once. That's all. Once you click on the APAR ID, your ID card will be shown to you. There will be an image of you, there will be a scanner, there will be a name, there will be your gender, your date of birth. That's all. You can take a printout of it or you can keep a PDF of it in your phone as a soft copy also. That's all. Now once your APAR ID is generated, you have to just take that number and fill in your form during the NEET UG 2025 registration. That's all. Nothing much about it. Now these are the same steps which have to be followed via filling the this APAR ID through your website also. You can just go to the digitalocker.gov.in website and follow the same steps. If you're having any problem in generating your APAR ID, you can contact us. We'll help you one-on-one on how to generate your APAR ID and how to do your NEET UG application form filling. I hope this video was informative to you. If you have any further concerns, you can comment down in the comment section below. If you want more such updates and more such videos, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to Career Mudra. Thank you.